Hey everybody, are you tired of using the keyboard every time you use F123? Well, I have a solution. It's the Xencelabs Quick Keys. I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of having to reach over and click keys on the keyboard every time I want to do something in F123 in the menu options. There's no chance to use a mouse. I think that's because the game was designed for consoles. But if you get yourself a little macro creator like the Xencelabs Quick Keys, then you can set up those macros and do everything right from your little device in front of your screen. So I have the little device here, and I can just click on the different buttons that I programmed, and it can do whatever I want it to do. And you can see that I've set up a profile here in my quick keys for the F1 game. I have enter and escape, which are buttons 1 and 5 on the quick keys. I have buttons for F5 and F6, F7 and F8, and for going left and right in menus. So I don't have to reach over to the keyboard. I can just use it all right in front of me very easily. I've also set up a second bank of buttons that have F1, F2, and F3, so when you're saving and loading setups, and also for going up and down through those menus. Now, in addition, I've also decided to use it for iRacing, and I use it for my iRacing replay, so I can turn on and off the user interface, the UI. I can do next lap, previous lap. I'll go up an incident, down an incident, play, pause, slow motion. I can also use my iRacing cams this way. So instead of clicking on the keyboard while the replay is running, I can go to the next cam or back a cam, next car, previous car, and all those other functions. And then I also have some just basic keyboard functions for Windows, like opening the Windows menu. This is the camera editor in iRacing, actually, this button. So that's nice to have, just a quick button instead of reaching over to the keyboard. Enter and escape, copy, paste, left click and right click of a mouse if the program uses a mouse. So we're going to hop into F123, and I'm going to use my quick keys to move around in the menus. Oh, one last quick little thing. The quick keys by Xencelabs doesn't have a function where it comes on automatically when you start up your computer. So I've just put it into the iRacing Manager and set it to run on startup. So that way it's always running. If the program is not running in the background, then your little device won't be working right. Okay, let's jump into F123. All right, here we are in F123, and I'm going to use my quick keys as my controller. I'm not going to go anywhere near a keyboard. Okay, I'm just going to hold this down here in my lap, and I'm going to escape that. Okay, so I can just move between menus here on my quick keys. I can go up and down through the menus here. We're going to go to career mode. Select enter, and I'm in a single player career, and I'm driving the Aston Martin right now, and I'm at Australia. So we'll pick that. We'll load that up. So all I've done so far is just press enter on the quick keys. And we're in what, practice 1. Okay, super. Let's go to the garage as soon as it loads up. I'll just press enter to advance it. Fantastic. Here I am in the cockpit of my car, and I want to do session information. So I don't want to reach over to my keyboard. I have an F1 programmed right on my quick key, so I just press that. Now, if I want to go across the menus, it's very easy to do. All I have to do is just go on my quick keys. I've got an F5 and an F6, so I can go F6 and go across. I can go back to, let's say, car setup here with F5. I've got tire select, car setup and vehicle. But if I want to go to car setup, I want to press F8. So I got that on my little device. I've got it right there. And again, I can move around in these presets for settings, or I can go to the custom setup. I'll do that. I'm going to press, because I've got choices at the bottom. I've got F1 to accelerate time. I could do that if I want. F2 to save and load a car setup. F3 to select and customize. I think I'll select a setup here. So I'll pick F3. And there we go. I can go through this. I've got F5 and F6. F5. I go through all the different factors here. Okay, I'm happy with it. So I'll press Escape, which is a button on my quick keys, not on the keyboard. And now I've got that. So let's say I want to use that, or I want to go get something different. I could click this for F2, and I've got my up and down menus, and I've loaded my car setup, and I'm ready to drive. So I'm ready to go. I can go to track. I can press my enter button, and if I want to drive out, I can press F1. If I want to do a fly-in lap, I can just press enter. If I want to do a practice program, I can press F2. If I want to go back, I can press the escape, which are my 4 options at the bottom of the screen. So it's pretty cool. I can use this very quickly just to decide what I want to do in the F123 game. And I have not touched my keyboard for the whole session that we've been in. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. Now, as I said, you can also program this for various functions in iRacing or in any program. Any program that uses macros like this, you just program them into your quick keys, and you got something right at your disposal you can press right away. And it's great for moving around in menus, especially in F123, where you have to use a keyboard to move around in these menus. And that's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. So this is much quicker. Everything is labeled on here: F1, F2, F3, enter, escape, F5, F6, F7, F8. All these functions are all labeled on here. There's a OLED screen on it that tells you exactly what you've called it. So if I've called it F1, I know when I press that button, it's going to do whatever F1 is saying in the game. So it's a great little device for getting rid of that keyboard in this game and in whatever other games or programs that you want to use it for. Okay, let's go out for a little session on the track. We're going to go to the track. We're going to press enter. We're going to press F1 to drive out. Put down the quick keys. Now we're going to drive. So let's say we're unhappy and we crash. Oh no, we crashed. Okay, so I can pick up my little quick keys. I can press escape, and I can go down, and I can go to return to garage. Okay, we'll return to the garage, and there, just like that, we have got back to the garage. We did not have to use any keyboard functions. Let's say I want to leave the session. Okay, and we're going to go to using down. We'll go quit the main menu, enter, go up one, enter, and boom, we're back to the main menu, and then we can press escape and we can leave the game. Simple as that. I love it. The quick keys is extremely easy to program. You just open up your program for it. You click on a button. This is button 1 right up here, and you can change the orientation of this if you want it up and down or left and right changed. And you can put in a keystroke, some modifiers, and other functions here. Lots of things to choose from. If you choose keystroke, you can give it a name, which I've just called it enter, and then you type in what it is on your keyboard, which is the return key. You click OK, and it's programmed. It's as simple as that. You can also program the scroll wheel here, and I've programmed it in RGB colors to help me remember which comes first. So red is cursor up and down, the green is cursor left, right when I turn the wheel. If I have a mouse going, blue is for the mouse up and down. And then the white ring on it is just an enter and escape. I don't know what else to put there for now, but when I think of something good, I'll put something there. So it's extremely easy to program. You can rename everything. You can customize it. You can rename things. You can go into options here and rename what you want to call these different folders or files or profiles. So it's extremely easy to use.